Call this meeting order. We are calling our trusty chaplain to give us the prayer and the pledge.
Our Father, we appreciate the opportunity to meet together, discuss the business for our school system and our parents and our children. Our Father, we ask for your blessings on this system, with our superintendent and his staff, and all of our teachers and staff, and our children during this pandemic era. We ask you to put your arms around and comfort the loss of so many thousands of people that have died from this particular disease, and give us the strength as we fight through it to give the best educational experience we can for our children. Our Father, we also ask for your protection and your guidance for our president and the leaders of our country and our state and also our city and county. We ask these things in thy name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, at this time, we will ask for the approval of the minutes.
So moved.
Second.
We'll probably second, we approve all the minutes from the previous meeting. In unreadness, all in favor by sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Get a motion for the adoption of the agenda.
So move.
Second.
Move proper second that we adopt the agenda in unreadness, all in favor by sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Mr. Thriger, you have an announcement? Let me just say on behalf of Mr. Hartwell, he did call and said that he's ill. That's the reason. I mean, he emailed and said he was ill. That's the reason he's not attending. Okay. Ms. McDade, you have an announcement? Dr. Foster?
No.
All right, Ms. Stringfellow.
I certainly do. I've been following the basketball playoffs, Mr. Fred Gill, and I am pulling for every Mobile County public school because I want us to win some of those games. I know the Viger boys have advanced. I think the LaFleur girls lost last night.
And the boys.
And the boys.
And boys. Do we have any others that are left in it?
Mayor G. Montgomery.
Mary Montgomery. Oh, Lord. Mr. Harwell would know about that, that's for sure. So anyway,
Right. I mean,
my thoughts and prayers and hopes are for them like that.
Okay, all right. Reports and recognitions.
Yes. So today we get to honor our Mobile County Teachers of the Year. And keep in mind that these teachers were selected out of 90 Teachers of the Year from individual schools. This is a big honor for them. So first, I'd like to call forward Dr. Foster and Julie Mcneidhardt from Hutchins Elementary School. Right over here. Give that to you. Julie Mcneidhardt of Hutchins Elementary is Mobile County's Elementary School Teacher of the Year. Ms. Mcneidhardt is a National Board Certified Teacher who has received the Presidential Award for Excellence in Math and Science Education. She has degrees from the University of South Alabama, Spring Hill College, and the University of West Alabama. Ms. Mcneidhardt has worked for MCPSS for 22 years. At Hutchins, she established the NEST Lab, where she leads all students in inquiry-based, hands-on science lessons and experiments. She has trained teachers in the United Arab Emirates in STEM education, and she co-hosts the podcast Next in Ed, where she interviews educators from across the country on timely topics. Mrs. Mcneidhardt has a three-step approach to teaching science: ignite curiosity, investigate, and invite connections. And I'd also would like to acknowledge her principal is here, Ms. Gallup, if you want to come up here for this part. And I'll turn it over.
Julie, we want to, and I said Julie, Ms. Mcneidhardt, now I hired her at Sims, not at Sims. I got my schools running together. At Hutchins, I picked her up from another school who didn't appreciate her high marks and so forth and so on, and so I managed to wrangle her over there. She's an outstanding teacher, an aspiring administrator, and just a good person. And it was a pleasure to have her at Hutchins during those years at which I was a principal. I may add also that I hired her principal years ago, lots of years ago, at Burroughs, And she has done quite nicely since then. As a matter of fact, she took my place, and thank
Yeah.
God that somebody did.
Is
who
there
knew what
anybody
they
in
were
Mobile you
doing.
did not hire?
I appreciate both of these ladies, and particularly today, Ms. Neidhardt, because of her efforts toward making things the way that they need to be for the children in Mobile County Public Schools. And Julie, we're certainly proud of you. And this award signed by a superintendent and the members of the board, and we want you to know that we really do care about what it is that you do, and we're really appreciative of that. I've had my shots, by the way.
Was there anybody in Mobile you did not hire?
But it didn't work for me.
Good. Congratulations.
I'd like to call for Dr. Crenshaw and Anna Newton. So Anna Mouton of Clark Shaw School of Math, Science, and Technology is the Mobile County Middle School Teacher of the Year. So congratulations. As a certified library media specialist and a national board certified teacher, Mrs. Mouton has degrees from the University of Southwestern Louisiana, the University of South Alabama, and the University of West Alabama. She has been teaching for 19 years. As a media specialist, Ms. Mouton has been instrumental in supporting and collaborating with Clark Shaw's teachers and students to enhance learning. She helps students engage their sense of curiosity through fun and challenging activities such as breakout rooms. Mrs. Mouton has served on several state and district committees and has graduated from Space Academy. She is certified to train teachers how to use various technology tools. So congratulations. I want to call forward Mrs. D, her principal, and we'll turn it over to Dr. Crenshaw.
Ms. Mouton, on behalf of the Mobile County Public School System Board of Commissioners Superintendent, we want to congratulate you on such an honor. I had the pleasure of going over and meeting with the principal and also yourself, and what inspired me most of all was the comments that your students made about you, which speaks a lot. You know, kids don't care how much you know until you know how much you care, and I think surely you show that and they express that. So congratulations and best wishes.
Thank you so much.
Ms. Mouton, do you know, can you tell me who first hired you?
Was it Dr. Foster?
I had a feeling that might come up. It was Dr.
It was
Foster.
Dr. Foster. Go ahead.
At Hutchins, I was a third grade teacher for Dr. Foster.
Well, I guess it's true you have hired.
So our high school teacher of the year is actually in Mr. Harwell's district, but we'll let Dr. Crenshaw do that since he's not here. So I would like to call forward Ms. Deborah Pippin from Citronelle High School. Deborah Pippin of Citronelle High School is the Mobile County High School Teacher of the Year. Yay. Ms. Pippin is a national board certified teacher and an English teacher who serves on her school's digital literacy team. She has been instrumental to the entire staff as MCPSS switched to remote learning due to COVID-19. She has degrees from the University of South Alabama, Arkansas State University, and William Carey University. She has been teaching for 15 years. Mrs. Pippin is passionate about making relevant connections to literature. She serves as the English Department Chairperson, Leadership Team Member, and New Teacher Mentor, and co-sponsors Citronelle's National Honor Society, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Haiku Scholars Bowl, and the senior class. She also has planned community events such as the Tim Tebow Foundation's Night to Shine. Congratulations. I'd like to call forward Mr. Campbell, her principal.
No, I didn't hire him. No.
Ms. Pippin, on behalf of the Mobile County Public School System Board of Commissioners and Superintendent, I want to congratulate you on a job well done. Caring for our young people in the school system is important. and should you have exemplified that by your selection of being a teacher. Again, congratulations. I want to say congratulations to your principal here, who I know who stand by you tremendously and support the things that you're doing for our children.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
All righty.
They couldn't see the smile, but.
You can see it in the eyes.
Really?
One more for you.
Oh, okay, okay.
Also, I would like to call forward Larry Mouton, who is the Assistant Superintendent for Career Technical Education.
Yes.
Bill didn't hire me, but he didn't fire me.
All right. So we have a proclamation. I'm going to read it. Whereas the Alabama Department of Education has proclaimed February 2021 as Career and Technical Education Month, and whereas career and technical education programs in Mobile County Public Schools have become a rigorous, progressive, and vital part of the educational system that provides students with rewarding opportunities to learn valuable career and life skills. And whereas career and technical education programs in Mobile County are successfully partnering with businesses and industries to ensure that students gain the advanced skills required for lifelong success. Whereas career and technical education programs in Mobile County Public Schools provide opportunities for students to gain invaluable hands-on experience through apprenticeships, internships, and cooperative education programs. And whereas 2 out of every 3 high school students participate in career and technical education programs, and whereas our career and technical education programs are committed to recruiting highly qualified and focused educators whose mission is to provide resources and services that enable student success in life and work. This says now I therefore, Mr. Larry Mouton, Assistant Superintendent of Workforce Development and Career and Technical Education of Mobile County Public Schools, do hereby proclaim February 2021 as Career and Technical Education Month in Mobile, Alabama.
Oddly, yes.
Let me just say, Mr. Mouton, all around when we appointed you for career and technical education, and we have just moved light years into the future in terms of what that department is doing. And I want to say congratulations.
Well, thank you. That means a lot. I appreciate it very much. I do want to make comment. Again, thank you, Board and Superintendent, for supporting career and technical education. Just before coming here, I had 2 interesting conversations with people in this room. One with Mr. Campbell, who by far, I think, is head and shoulders above the rest of our high schools in creating post-secondary opportunities for career and technical education. Just this morning, he says they already have 50 summer intern positions placed for his juniors at Citronelle High School. Round of applause for that.
That's all right.
That's 50 students that Mr. Pippin right here, who's the Academy Specialist at Citronelle, has created for these kids to go work in the steel industry, in the real industries that create real career paths. Currently, there are 40 graduates working at Otokampu Steel that graduate from Citronelle that I guarantee you, without the academies and career technical education, would have never had that opportunity. So that's a good example. The second example is Lewis Anderson called me this morning talking about another opportunity. Like every industry, we have difficulty getting our kids or finding good quality employees. I know 3,500 quality kids that are going to need a job in a couple of months. And Lewis said, hey, we need employees, and you've got skilled kids in career and technical education. Let's put that together and make it work. So these are the types of relationships that make a future for our kids in Mobile. So thank you all very much, and thank you.
Is that all? Okay, all right. Well, again, say congratulations to everybody who received the awards and the recognition today. And we just want you to keep up the good work. Okay.
Thank you.
There's no citizen request. Excuse me. Okay. What number is that? Okay, at this point, we will move to the action items. Mr. Superintendent, what see on the agenda for action items?
Yes, sir. Before we get into the action items, I would like to pull 3 items. That's G11, G13, and G15. If you will pull those 3 items, that's G11, G13, and G15. Action item G1 is to approve the 2021 budget amendment, the first budget amendment. So I ask that you approve action item G1, the approval of 2021 budget amendment.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Stringfellow?
I move for approval, action items G1 through G10. Well, okay, it was 11, 13, and 15, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, I move for approval of action items G1 through G10.
All right, get a second?
Second.
Let me just say that you see us moving to pass these action items because they've already been vetted in a previous meeting. Any unreadness? All in favor, vote by sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
Okay.
E12.
Okay, action item G12, the approval of the agreement with Southwest Alabama Partnership for the training and employment. I ask that you approve that agreement with the Southwest Alabama Partnership for Training and Employment.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Dr. Foster?
I move approval of items 12 through 22, excluding, of course, 13 and 15, which have been pulled. So that's 12 through 22, excluding 13 and
Can we
15.
get a second?
Second.
Move proper second that we approve items is 13 through 22, excluding items 13, 15, 13, and 15. Okay, any unreadness? All.
Mr. Chairman, I'd
Yes, sir.
like to comment. I'd like to commend Mr. Hack. Mr. Hack, I appreciate you pulling out those changes and additions. It certainly made it a lot easier for us to know what was going on with it in the salary schedule like that. And I thank you and the superintendent for making those necessary changes because I think they were warranted like that. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, any further unreadness? All in favor, vote by the sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
Okay, on to the consent. H1 is for turn it in for Murphy High School. That's a revision. There were minor changes on that revision. That's coming out of federal funds, Title I funds for $4,265.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Stringfellow?
move for approval of consent agenda items H1 through H20.
Okay, any unreadness?
Second.
All right, okay. All in favor, vote by the sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
Go on to I for student expulsion. You have 1 through 4 that will be listed under separate cover. I ask that you approve the student expulsions.
What's the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chairman, I move for approval of student expulsions I1 through 4.
All right, get a second?
Second.
Motion and a second that will be approved that item. All in favor, vote by the sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
To the information items, J1 to approve the monthly financial statement, and also J2 to approve the purchase orders 5,000 and over.
Is that it?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Turner?
I sent the board 3 emails. One of them regarding possible litigation matter. I'm going to provide the board with more information later on that, so you don't need to consider that today. Then there was an email about regarding proposed suspension agreements that I'd like the board to consider. And then there was an email regarding a proposed litigation expense that I wanted the board to consider.
All right. You gentlemen all received those emails?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, we have a motion to action on those items.
I move that we, Mr. Chairman, I move that we accept the settlements issues that the council has brought forward.
Okay. We get a second?
Second.
Move proper second that we move forward with the recommendation of the council on those two said items. In unreadness, all in favor by sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. And in scheduling meetings, gentlemen, remember, right after this meeting, we have a hearing scheduled for 11 o'clock, okay? Mr. Thurgood, you have any other comments, announcements?
No, sir.
What about you, Ms. McDade?
None.
Dr. Foster?
No.
Mr. Stringfellow?
No, sir.
Okay, at this time, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a
So
motion.
moved.
Second?
Second.
Move proper second that we adjourn the meeting. All in favor by
Aye.
saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Thank you very much, gentlemen. This motion is adjourned.